Introduced and we're ready to go. And it'll be the Rams coming down with the tip.
Paragould spreading the ball early, making sure it hits everybody's hands. They send one up and it misses.
Yeah, tried to launch up an early three there in the possession, but the Rams do get the rebound. Starting lineup tonight for the Rams: Derek Schallenbarger, Jonah Treese, Nash Davis, David Williams, and Caden Lloyd as the Rams get their first bucket to go.
And the Paragould Rams making Baptist Prep cough it up early.
So Rams going back the other way now. Caden Lloyd with it, working it over in the corner for Nash Davis. Davis now driving, and he will go to the free throw line as he's hacked on his way up. The foul's going to go on James Singleton there, senior for the Eagles. First free throw for Davis off the mark.
Not exactly how you want to start your line, but maybe he can work through it and make the second one.
Second one up and good. Of course, Prep coming into tonight's game having lost to Nettleton earlier in this tournament, 56-52, the final there, and struggling to put up any points on the board here in the opening 2 minutes. McBride thought about the three, but he'll leave it in the corner. Three-point shot is good, and this one's tied up. Brooks Spoon.
And then in the limited amount of time we've been able to see Baptist Prep with the ball, they've made good on it, making that early three.
Trying to force a turnover here at the top of the key. Got him double-teamed, loose ball. They're going to call a foul going against the Eagles, it looks like. Brooks Spoon at the top of the key got wrapped up there by a couple of defenders. So Treese with it at the top of the key. We'll leave it with Williams. Now on the right elbow for Lloyd. Lloyd's going to take a three-pointer. Got his feet set, knocked it down, and it's back to a three-point lead for the Rams. Javian Collins will bring it up the floor. Now they'll work it around to the right wing, do the Eagles. Trying to find an open shot, but Paragould playing good defense here, and they force a turnover as the Eagles try to feed this one inside.
That's Paragould's second steal of the game already early on.
Now they have to pick up their dribble in the paint. Williams will drive off the hesitation now, and he's fouled on the way up. A little bit of a late whistle there, and I think the coach for the Eagles would agree with that.
And I think the Rams coach will take it.
Yeah, Brian Ross had his arms out wide, saying, what was the call for? Williams' first trip to the free throw line, his first shot off the mark.
Paragould 1 for 3 early from the line.
Josh Butcher will come into the game. Second free throw off the mark. Rams struggling at the free throw line early here in the first quarter. Still 5:20 left to play in the first. Rams up by 3. And a little hip check foul there called on the Rams. Jonah Treese going to pick up his first of the night. Not a whole lot of contact there.
No, but I think that it looked like the ref giving that foul back to that questionable call earlier that sent the Rams to the line.
Could be a little bit of a makeup call there as the Eagles work it around the perimeter. Trying to drive against Spoon, Davis rather, and the Rams come up with another turnover. Schallinger with it, works it around to Lloyd. Lloyd's going to get called for steps. Yep. Didn't put it on the floor before he took his first two, and now it'll go back the other way with the Eagles. Both teams still trying to find their bearings, I think, here in the opening 4 minutes of this one.
Especially since this is a preseason tournament. These guys don't have that chemistry like the mid-season games normally would. They're having to work through that rust.
It's a very good point. Still trying to work out all the kinks here in the early going.
And that's what these tournaments are designed to do. They're designed to maybe put that game plan together for the rest of the year.
Little jump shot from about 15 feet out, no good. Javion Collins with an open look there, but couldn't knock it down. And looking at this Eagles roster, there's only a handful of seniors on the team and a lot of sophomores, so you could definitely be onto something there as far as the chemistry of this team goes. Only a couple of games into this season.
That's similarly in line with Brooklyn in the first game of tonight, but that game ended up being a Brooklyn victory.
And Brooklyn pulling out a close one early on here in the tournament. This foul is going to go against the Eagles. Javion Collins picking up his first of the night. Fourth team foul on Baptist Prep here in the first quarter. Nash Davis will make his first free throw on this trip. Davis' second one will rim in and out. Eagles get the rebound. Trailing by 4 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. Josh Butcher will leave it with Cameron Kaufman. Now a little pull-up three-pointer, just short from Isaac McBride. Chasing the rebound, trying to go for it as it goes out of bounds, and it'll stay here. No, beg your pardon, it'll go back the other way with the Rams. Last touch by Baptist Prep.
And had number 5 been able to use all of that three-point line, he might have been able to get that one in, but he was pretty far back.
Yeah, he was just a few feet back, taking it from about the college range. A little push in the back there as Williams goes to get the basketball, and they'll take it out. Now it's 5 team fouls here on Prep in the first half. So a couple more, and the Rams will be looking at some free throw shots here in the first half.
Which, if early on is any indication, that's actually Baptist Prep's strong point, because the Rams only 33% so far early on.
That's right, not hitting their free throws, and that call's going to go against the Rams. I think that might have been a travel, or he might have stepped out of bounds. Didn't see any motion from the official, but either way, it's Baptist Prep basketball. Rams sticking to kind of a 2-3 zone defense here. 1-2-2. McBride gonna pull up again. Shot from the baseline, no good. Third shot we've seen McBride take, and he's got a nice little pull-up jumper, but just can't get it to fall.
The actual shooting motion is there for him, but the results are not.
Prep will come down with the rebound there. Kaufman will bring it up the floor, guarded by Davis. Little hesitation as they work it in and out. Oh, behind the back dribble, thought about it. McBride's gonna pull it down. They try to feed it over to the other side of the floor for Collins, and Collins trying to feed it down low, and it'll go out of bounds. So,
well, it looked like it was going to be a good three-point opportunity, just turned into some miscommunication.
As we just mentioned, still trying to work out the kinks early on here in the season. Here's Williams with a 2-on-2 break to the bucket. He's fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line. Not sure if they gave him that shot. No, they're going to give him 2 shots, so don't count the and one. Sixth team foul here on Baptist Prep with 2:26 left to play in the first quarter. And Jackson, you said it, the Rams struggling mightily at the free throw line so far.
And maybe that's why Baptist Prep feels so confident coming out aggressive.
Missed his second free throw as well, and here comes McBride bringing it up the floor.
A near steal.
And the Rams have been active on defense. Williams guarding against Collins. Now Roberts with it, feeding it down in the low post. Turnaround shot off the left side of the rim, but it'll fall through for Josh Butcher. correction on his last name. I think it's Booker, actually, so my apologies. 5-7, Prep trailing by 2 with $1:50 left to play here in the first quarter. Schollinger trying to find some space. He'll leave it over here in the corner with Williams. Now Williams in trouble. Out on the wing, the drive shot no good. The tip-in shot from Williams no good. And now Prep coming down with the rebound going the other way. Giving Collins a little bit of space there on the three-point line, but he doesn't take advantage of it. They try to get a three-point shot off on the other side of the floor, and I believe a Ram got a fingertip on it. We'll count that one as a block, and now with 1:15 left to play, the Rams have the option of maybe holding for the last shot here in the first quarter. Davis working inside now. Three-point look coming. No, Schollinger drives. Good.
And good way to make sure he doesn't have to take 2 of these at the line instead of just opting for the 1.
And we're going to get a 30-second timeout. So we take a look at the replay there on the drive from Schollinger. Did a good job of, like you said, body control in there and able to finish that shot. So Paragould up by 4, 9-5 in the closing minute of the first quarter. Again, Baptist Prep coming into tonight's game off of a loss to Nettleton, 56-52. Meanwhile, Paragould beating Springdale Harbor 54-45 their last time. Make sure you stay tuned. We've got a few other great games on the docket tonight. Wynn versus Marion right around 7 o'clock, and then, of course, Nettleton and Harbor right around 8:30. All here from beautifully renovated Bearcat Gym. Now both teams back out on the floor and ready to end this first quarter. Trying to figure out how much time they have left on the clock in the first quarter. Well, it's at 1:04. It was reading triple zeros there, but I knew we still had about a minute left, so now we're ready to go.
I'm sure Baptist Prep wants this first quarter to be over so they can move on from some of these mistakes.
And Paragould wants to talk over their free throw shooting, no doubt. I think they've only hit 2 this entire first quarter, inside of a minute now. Collins will leave it with McBride. McBride working against Williams now at the top of the key. He's going to drive. He'll put in a double clutch shot, no good. Williams coming down with the rebound for the Rams, and he's going to be fouled by Booker. And with 44.9 seconds left here in the first, that will once again put the Rams back at the free throw line.
That is not where they want to be right now. They, like you mentioned earlier, have only made 2 of their many shots from the line. That is not a comfort zone at all for them so far.
Referee trying to get some of the players in position here now. Got the front end of that 1-and-1 to go. David Williams, just a freshman for the Paragould Rams.
He's trying to flip those line woes early on.
Still feeling them here on the back end of that 1-and-1 as he misses. 10-5 is your score with 40 seconds left to play in the first. Some nice handles. Pull up from the free throw line, no good, and yet the struggles continue for Isaac McBride as the Rams come down with the board. 4th shot we've seen McBride put up and just can't get it to fall. Davis at the timeline, 20 seconds left. Davis right here in front of our broadcast position, working off the screen to his left. Leaves it with Schollinger. Schollinger driving into traffic, off the glass, no good. 4 seconds left, fighting for the rebound. Davis at the buzzer, no good. So that's the end of the first quarter here between Baptist Prep and Paragould. 10-5 is your score, the Rams lead. We're back with second quarter action after this.
Kick off the holiday season on Tubetown.
Woo! Man, that was hard to come in here when you're out of breath. I literally ran from the parking lot.
Tune in December 7th at 6:30 p.m. and watch the parade live on Tubetown Channel 21 or on the Tubetown Facebook page. Don't miss the exclusive coverage of the 2017 Greater Blytheville Area Chamber of Commerce Christmas Parade presented by Hubbard & Hope Furniture and sponsored in part by these local businesses.
Getting ready to start the second quarter here at Bearcat Gym on the campus of Brooklyn High School. It's Baptist Prep and Paragould going at it. The Rams of Paragould lead this one 10-5. And both teams about ready to start this second quarter. Jackson, a very kind of, I don't want to say sloppy first quarter, but I can't really find a better word to use there. I mean, you had Baptist Prep taking a handful of open shots and not getting them to fall, and on the other end of the court, you got Paragould not able to hit their free throws. This should be a big Ram lead right now as we get set to start the second.
Sloppy is the only word that I'd consider using either, because in this first quarter, there's been so many mistakes that they've had to work through. Call it rust, call it just inconsistent, but surely coming into the second quarter, they'll figure that out and they'll start moving that tempo the way they want it.
Prep's going to start the second quarter with possession, as McBride will work it over to the far right corner. Three-point shot coming from the corner, way too strong, no good. One coming from Andrew Evans. Evans, McBride, Collins, and Spoon out on the floor alongside Kaufman. Excuse me, that's Daniel Cobb out there, rather. Davis, and didn't get called for steps, but got called for a reach-in foul against Baptist Prep. Looked like Davis could have got called for taking 3 steps on his way to the lane there, but instead he's shooting free throws. First one up and good for Davis on this trip. Take another look at the replay here on the drive from Davis. 1, 2. Well, he only took 2 steps, so no travel on the replay. And no basket on the second free throw. 6-point lead for the Rams here at the start of the second quarter, 11-5. Prep basketball. There's McBride taking a shot towards the basket, and with the lean in, he'll go to the free throw line as well.
And we'll see if this free throw line catastrophe is on both sides of the ball or just in the red.
Carson Kaufman getting ready to check back in. He'll check in for Daniel Cobb. McBride's and one, good. It's the first trip for the Eagles, the free throw line, and they do knock that down, and now they trail by just 3 as Davis has got it on the right wing. He'll leave it with Williams. Davis with a nice bounce pass, a little double clutch move. No good from Nathan Lear, and now going the other way. McBride will bring it up the floor for the Eagles. Behind his back, he'll work to the right off a screen. Roll opportunity was not there. Here's Kaufman on the drive. Nice dish out and a nice take by Brooks Spoon. Spoon's now got the Eagles within 1.
Spoon saw the hole and he just ran through and converted that easy layup.
And a great pass from Carson Kaufman, driving the lane and kicking it out beyond the perimeter.
Baptist Prep early on has looked very inspired. We see them only down by 1 at this point for only 3.5 minutes or so of play.
With 9 team fouls here in the first half, and now here they come up with a defensive rebound. Nice no-look pass with his man wide open, Andrew Evans. Knocking that one down from the left side of the lane, but what a pass from Isaac McBride.
I'll admit, he didn't even just sell Paragould, he sold me. I was looking on the other side of the ball, and then that layup hits. That was a great pass.
Just caught the tail end of it there on the replay. McBride with a pretty dime here with about 5 minutes left to play in the second quarter. 12-11 is your score, and Prep with the lead for the first time tonight.
But going into at the end of the first quarter, we saw it being 10-5, and they've already made that comeback.
Outscoring Paragould here by a margin of 7-1 in the opening few minutes of this second quarter.
And it really shows the importance of the hot hand in basketball.
Well, and again, we talked about it a little bit there at the end of the first quarter. Paragould missing those free throws, and they should have had a much more comfortable lead than 10-5 at the end of the first quarter, and now here they are trailing by 1.
If they were converting on those free throws, they could be up. They could be at 20 plus right now.
Davis with it. He's going to back it up near the timeline now and leave it with Lear. Lear just a sophomore. Now dead ball, they'll say it was poked out of bounds. So Paragould inbounding it. Schallenbarger. Williams trying to save it from going out of bounds. It's tipped into the backcourt, and now as Schallenbarger's trying to fight for it, they're going to get the Eagles for a foul there. Brooks Spoon called for his first personal foul of the evening. Now that's the 10th team foul on Prep in the first half. And looks like we're going to get Collins to come back in the game. As you take a look at the replay here, it just grabbed him and kept him from turning around and taking it back up the court. Schallenbarger's going to hit the front end of his 1-and-1.
And he did a really good job of keeping that hustle up and making sure it turned into a foul off Baptist Prep rather than just a turnover.
It's very tough to try to corral a loose ball when you've got a couple of defenders breathing down your neck like that, but Schallenbarger does and picks up 2 free ones at the charity stripe, and now the Rams back on top by 1 with 5:30 left to play in the second quarter. Prep with it now as they work it around the horn to the far side. Now they're trying to work that low post. Turnaround shot no good from Kaufman. Make that Singleton rather. And now it's Rams basketball already in the front court, taking no time to move it up the floor and trying to get a little movement down low from the high post to the low post, and a little miscommunication there from Caden Lloyd and Jonah Treese. That one's going to go out of bounds and should be Prep basketball, but it looks like it was last touched by the Eagles, so it'll be Ram ball.
I believe it took an unlucky bounce off Jonah Treese's foot, and it hit off the defender as well.
Yeah, so the Eagles missing a break there off of a Ram miscue. Schallenbarger in the high post. There's a nice bounce pass to Davis. Now they feed it out to Lear. Lear almost gets called for a travel. They tried to bump him off his spot. Davis with it now. The Eagles' hands are very active right now. Pump fake, three-point shot from the corner pocket. Good from Caden Lloyd. And now Paragould on top 16-12.
And that's his second three-point make so far this game, and he's got a very pretty shot going on.
Now loose ball trying to come up with it, and the Rams do. McBride was wondering why the refs didn't blow the whistle, I think, and he's shaking his head in disbelief right now. Well, thought about another three from the corner, but doesn't take the look. Now he'll take it, and he found his sweet spot. Wasn't quite where he wanted to shoot it from, but his second look was what he wanted, and now it's 19-12.
I don't guess it matters if it's where he wanted it. It's where he needed to be, and it ends up being his third make of this game.
And Isaac McBride on the other end will answer that three-pointer with one of his own. So now back to 19-15. Quickly on the other end, little right-handed hook shot will fall from Jonah Treese. And now the Rams and the Eagles starting to pick up the pace with 3:50 left to play in the second. Big-time three-point shot from Isaac McBride. And we might finally start to see him come to life a little bit here.
His offense is certainly off.
Eagles only trailing by 3 now after that McBride triple. Now the Rams with it into the front court. Davis will drive, leaves it with Schallenbarger. He'll drive off the hesitation. And going to get a charge. Offensive foul against Schallenbarger. Got away with a little push as he drove to the basket. You often see them do that with that leading arm. Couldn't get away with it that time now, and McBride will take another pull-up three-pointer. Little heat check shot, couldn't get it to fall, got his own rebound. Now they work it back around the horn. Another shot from the top of the key, no good.
That perimeter defense right now for Paragould's not looking very impressive. That's something they need to work on.
Pass intercepted. And how about that? Carson Kaufman coming up with the pick there on the long pass, and now the Eagles trail by just 1. And we've seen McBride take some deep shots here tonight. And he's started to get some of them to fall. And that's why the Eagles are getting back in this game. But now another foul against Baptist Prep will put the Paragould Rams back at the free throw line, where we have seen them struggle so far tonight. Take another look at one of the three-pointers knocked down by Caden Lloyd.
But that pass that we just saw get intercepted, that just had too much air underneath it, and just that defender read it like a charm.
Jonah Treese knocking down his first free throw on this trip. Second one is up and good as well. Treese with 3 points so far tonight.
And they've done good in the second quarter to silence those woes from the line.
Done a much better job shooting here in the second quarter, but by the same token, they have started to give up a few more points on defense to the Prep Eagles. And now here's a drive from McBride, and McBride will work all the way around the paint, drive it to the hoop, and he'll go to the free throw line, fouled on his way up. Just to that foul was called on. It's called on Schallenbarger, so McBride at the line for the second time tonight, 2 for 2. And he is 1 point away from tying this one up with 2:24 left to play. Take another look at his drive and just got him on the way down, did. Like they actually called that on Jonah Treese instead.
Just an unlucky call for Jonah.
Well, I think they charged it to Schallenbarger, but it looks like it was Treese, the one who committed the act. So unlucky call for Schallenbarger.
Excuse me.
Now full court press coming from the Eagles. They come up with a turnover, pull-up shot for McBride, no good. Rams come down with it, but immediately the rebounders double teamed. Loose ball going out of bounds. Last touch by Baptist Prep. And so the Eagles trying to turn it up a notch on defense here in the last 2 minutes, and it's starting to work a little bit.
What looked like a very dangerous possession for Paragould just turned into a sloppy mistake on the Baptist Prep offense.
We're starting to see the ball handling get a little bit sloppy here from the Rams here in the second quarter, and it's very much due to the activeness of the Eagles. Anytime the Rams move the ball inside the perimeter, it seems like the Eagles are switching 2 guys on them. Here's Williams from the left elbow for Paragould. A little head fake and watch the double team again, and they got him for traveling. Caden Lloyd, we've seen him shuffle his feet a couple of times tonight. Hasn't been called for it, but the ref got him there.
But this Baptist Prep defense lately in the second quarter has shown that they're not going to let their feet stop moving. They're going to make all the adjustments that they have to keep as few points of the Paragould offense on the board.
Nice little give and go there. Kaufman can't finish it. Got a bit too far underneath the rim before he launched that one, but a nice look nonetheless. Can't get it to fall. Now it's Paragould ball with 1:19. And almost got called for traveling again, but he gets it off to Lear. Lear with the shot, no good. Williams with a putback, no good, and no foul called, and the freshman showing his frustration. Here's Collins leaving it on the baseline. Kaufman backs it out now. Here's McBride with a wide open look at 3 points. Can't get it to fall. Rebound goes to the Rams. Now under a minute left to go, and Williams will give it back over to Lloyd as he brings it up the floor. And now Schallenbarger on the right elbow.
But as you mentioned, his frustration coming down and not getting that foul, he did good not to sit there and cry about it. He got back up and got on defense.
He did. Quickly made his way back down the floor, and now the Rams with possession got a chance to finish this first half off with a lead. There's a little turnaround shot in the paint from Williams, no good. The Eagles come down with it, and now they've got a chance for the last shot of the second quarter. 30 seconds left. Who's going to go in the locker room with the lead? Offensive foul going to be called against Javion Collins. Got a little push off before he pulled up.
That was on Javion Collins, his second personal.
And growing into the second quarter, it seems like they've gotten more energy as they've played because this offense has just become more and more high-powered as we've progressed.
On the replay there, Collins just trying to find a little space with his free arm, and that ball will be tipped away, goes out of bounds, off the referee, and it'll stay here with the Rams. 18 seconds left as Treese is going to come back into the game for Lear. So trading a little bit of height for perhaps some speed out on the court. Time for perhaps one last possession here in the second quarter. Rams and Eagles tied at 22. Now 10 seconds left. The offense goes in motion. Williams working against McBride. Now Davis, high pass, goes out of bounds. Davis couldn't haul it in, and so Eagles have got a chance for one last shot with 2.6 seconds left.
That's got to be frustrating. You're holding for that last shot.
McBride at the buzzer, off the top of the backboard, no good. And The two teams will head to the locker room tied at 22. Paragould and Baptist Prep. We're going to go ahead and take a quick timeout. When we come back, we'll bring some halftime stats your way and tell you a little bit more about some of the other games going on tonight here at the tournament. All part of the Tubetown halftime show coming up next.
With so many great mega services available from Ritter Communications, it's hard to pick just one. Save a bundle with bundled services. Talk as much as you want, when you want, with unlimited long distance. Get the speed you need with up to 15, 30, 50, and even 100 megabits per second internet. Enjoy online bill pay and protect all your online data and devices with Tech Home and Guardware. With so many choices, options, and savings from Ritter, all you can say is, wow! Mega services, mega savings. That's Mega Ritter.
Introducing Ritter's new whole home DVR solution, the better way to watch TV. Record up to 6 of your favorite programs at the same time. And watch them in up to 5 different rooms throughout your home. Manage your recordings, set parental controls, and more from your smartphone or tablet from the free Follow Me TV app. The best part, equipment starts at only $25 per month when added to an existing TV package. We just revolutionized the way you watch TV. Ritter Communications, right by you.
For your smartphones, tablets, phablets. For the browsers you carry in your trousers. Wowzers! For your big screens and small screens, short screens and tall screens, get speed that screams. From the top of your desk to the palm of your hand, it's the fastest internet speed in the land.
There's no end to your online possibilities with up to 100 meg internet speeds. If you're not getting your internet from Ritter, you should. Call 888-336-4466 today. Ritter Communications, right by you.
Until you've seen how fast it really is, some people's reaction to Ritter's 100 megabit internet might be like, 100 mega, huh? Here's how we describe it. Mega beautiful, mega fast, mega blast, mega party, mega Ritter. There's no end to your online possibilities with up to 100 meg internet speeds. In a word, that means mega fun. If you're not getting your high-speed internet from Ritter, you should. Call 888-336-4466 today. Only from Ritter Communications, right by you.
With so many great mega services available from Ritter Communications, it's hard to pick just one. Save a bundle with bundled services. Talk as much as you want, when you want, with unlimited long distance. Get the speed you need with up to 15, 30, 50, and even 100 megabits per second internet. Enjoy online bill pay and protect all your online data and devices with Tech Home and Guardware. With so many choices, options, and savings from Ritter, all you can say is, wow! Mega services, mega savings. That's Mega Ritter.
Introducing Ritter's new whole home DVR solution, the better way to watch TV. Record up to 6 of your favorite programs at the same time. And watch them in up to 5 different rooms throughout your home. Manage your recordings, set parental controls, and more from your smartphone or tablet from the free Follow Me TV app. The best part, equipment starts at only $25 per month when added to an existing TV package. We just revolutionized the way you watch TV. Ritter Communications, right by you.
For your smartphones, tablets, phablets. For the browsers you carry in your trousers. Wowzers! For your big screens and small screens, short screens and tall screens, get speed that screams. From the top of your desk to the palm of your hand, it's the fastest internet speed in the land.
There's no end to your online possibilities with up to 100 meg internet speeds. If you're not getting your internet from Ritter, you should. Call 888-336-4466 today. Ritter Communications, right by you.
Until you've seen how fast it really is, some people's reaction to Ritter's 100 megabit internet might be like, 100 mega, huh? Here's how we describe it. Mega beautiful, mega fast, mega blast, mega party, mega Ritter. There's no end to your online possibilities with up to 100 meg internet speeds. In a word, that means mega fun. If you're not getting your high-speed internet from Ritter, you should. Call 888-336-4466 today. Only from Ritter Communications, right by you.
With so many great mega services available from Ritter Communications, it's hard to pick just one. Save a bundle with bundled services. Talk as much as you want, when you want, with unlimited long distance. Get the speed you need with up to 15, 30, 50, and even 100 megabits per second internet. Enjoy online bill pay and protect all your online data and devices with Tech Home and Guardware. With so many choices, options, and savings from Ritter, all you can say is, wow! Mega services, mega savings. That's Mega Ritter.
Introducing Ritter's new whole home DVR solution, the better way to watch TV. Record up to 6 of your favorite programs at the same time. And watch them in up to 5 different rooms throughout your home. Manage your recordings, set parental controls, and more from your smartphone or tablet from the free Follow Me TV app. The best part, equipment starts at only $25 per month when added to an existing TV package. We just revolutionized the way you watch TV. Ritter Communications, right by you.
For your smartphones, tablets, phablets. For the browsers you carry in your trousers. Wowzers! For your big screens and small screens, short screens and tall screens, get speed that screams. From the top of your desk to the palm of your hand, it's the fastest internet speed in the land.
There's no end to your online possibilities with up to 100 meg internet speeds. If you're not getting your internet from Ritter, you should. Call 888-336-4466 today. Ritter Communications, right by you.
Until you've seen how fast it really is, some people's reaction to Ritter's 100 megabit internet might be like, 100 mega, huh? Here's how we describe it. Mega beautiful, mega fast, mega blast, mega party, mega Ritter. There's no end to your online possibilities with up to 100 meg internet speeds. In a word, that means mega fun. If you're not getting your high-speed internet from Ritter, you should. Call 888-336-4466 today. Only from Ritter Communications, right by you.
With so many great mega services available from Ritter Communications, it's hard to pick just one. Save a bundle with bundled services. Talk as much as you want, when you want, with unlimited long distance. Get the speed you need with up to 15, 30, 50, and even 100 megabits per second internet. Enjoy online bill pay and protect all your online data and devices with Tech Home and Guardware. With so many choices, options, and savings from Ritter, all you can say is, wow! Mega services, mega savings. That's Mega Ritter.
Introducing Ritter's new whole home DVR solution, the better way to watch TV. Record up to 6 of your favorite programs at the same time. And watch them in up to 5 different rooms throughout your home. Manage your recordings, set parental controls, and more from your smartphone or tablet from the free Follow Me TV app. The best part, equipment starts at only $25 per month when added to an existing TV package. We just revolutionized the way you watch TV. Ritter Communications, right by you.
For your smartphones, tablets, phablets. For the browsers you carry in your trousers. Wowzers! For your big screens and small screens, short screens and tall screens, get speed that screams. From the top of your desk to the palm of your hand, it's the fastest internet speed in the land.
There's no end to your online possibilities with up to 100 meg internet speeds. If you're not getting your internet from Ritter, you should. Call 888-336-4466 today. Ritter Communications, right by you.
Until you've seen how fast it really is, some people's reaction to Ritter's 100 megabit internet might be like, 100 mega, huh? Here's how we describe it. Mega beautiful, mega fast, mega blast, mega party, mega Ritter. There's no end to your online possibilities with up to 100 meg internet speeds. In a word, that means mega fun. If you're not getting your high-speed internet from Ritter, you should. Call 888-336-4466 today. Only from Ritter Communications, right by you.
With so many great mega services available from Ritter Communications, it's hard to pick just one. Save a bundle with bundled services. Talk as much as you want, when you want, with unlimited long distance. Get the speed you need with up to 15, 30, 50, and even 100 megabits per second internet. Enjoy online bill pay and protect all your online data and devices with Tech Home and Guardware. With so many choices, options, and savings from Ritter, all you can say is, wow! Mega services, mega savings. That's Mega Ritter.
Introducing Ritter's new whole home DVR solution, the better way to watch TV. Record up to 6 of your favorite programs at the same time. And watch them in up to 5 different rooms throughout your home. Manage your recordings, set parental controls, and more from your smartphone or tablet from the free Follow Me TV app. The best part, equipment starts at only $25 per month when added to an existing TV package. We just revolutionized the way you watch TV. Ritter Communications, right by you.
For your smartphones, tablets, phablets. For the
To Brooklyn Bearcat Gym here on the campus of Brooklyn High School. Andy Manus and Jackson McCarty getting you set for the third quarter of action between Baptist Prep and Paragould Rams. Tied up as the two teams headed to the locker room 22-22. Jackson, it was 10-5 after the first quarter, but a scoring outburst from the Baptist Prep Eagles. They outscored the Rams 17-12 in that second quarter, and again headed into the locker room tied up at 22.
And because of that 17-12 is why I would call this Baptist Prep really technically winning this game, because they've got this momentum coming in the third quarter. Their offense just started popping off at the very beginning of the second quarter, and they didn't ever slow down. And so they feel really comfortable right now, and maybe this break offset them a little bit, but I feel like they'll come in just as confident as they were before the start.
So the Rams will start the third quarter of action with the basketball. Just to give you a scoring recap, Shalon Barger with 6 points, Treese with 3, Davis with 2, Lloyd with 9 leading the Rams, and the freshman Williams with 2 points. On the other side, McBride leading the way for the Eagles with 11, and he's hit all 3 free throws for the Eagles as well. Tell you about some of the struggles at the free throw line for the Rams here in a minute, but right now, Jonah Treese starting things off on the right foot for the Rams, and now they've taken the lead back 24-22 to start the third.
And what early on looked like a game of defenses really did not turn out to be that way. As like we mentioned earlier, 17-12 in the second quarter.
McBride driving against the defender, good. He'll answer that shot with a nice little layup, and now McBride with 13 points here in tonight's ball game, and it's again tied back up at 24. Nice bounce pass over to Williams, and they'll back things up and set up the offense. 3-point shot on the way from Lloyd, and how about Lloyd picking up where he left off in the first half, his third three-pointer of the night. His fourth three-pointer of the night. 27-24. Sorry, Jackson.
You're perfectly fine. That shot's been exactly where it needs to be, and he's responsible for, like you said, 12 points for Paragould so far.
Rare foul going against the Rams, and now that will put the Eagles at the free throw line. James Singleton stepping up for the first time tonight. Coach Ross talking some things over with his team out on the floor right now as Singleton will hit his first free throw. Narrows the margin to 2, 27-25. Second one on the way, good. Nice soft touch there from Singleton. Lloyd double teamed as soon as they inbound it. Nice bounce pass right here in front of us to move it ahead for Davis. Davis lost the handles on it, going for the loose ball, and Davis got crushed as he was going for the ball. Let's hope he's okay. Gets a little help up off the floor, but
Caden Lloyd with that pass just down the baseline, the out of bounds line, just barely getting across there, had good placement.
Yeah, great floor vision there, and now Lloyd's posted up waiting to shoot another three. They were looking for the opportunity there, and now they double team him in the corner, and it's a turnover. Eagles coming up with it. Here's McBride pushing it ahead. Spin move. Nice move from McBride as he's now got 15 points in tonight's ball game.
Early on, he's trying to showcase his driving skills. Two finishes at the rim.
Davis will feed it in the high post. Shalon Barger turnaround Jay, no good. And now here comes McBride. We have seen him just pull up from that distance, so keep an eye out on that. He's knocked down a couple of three-pointers, but this time he'll feed it in the post and let his big man finish it up. Singleton now with 4 points in the ball game.
And Prep now sees that hole early on. Paragould's not going to stop them at the rim, or not as aggressively as they are out in the perimeter. So they're going to say, hey, let's try to take advantage of this weakness.
Loose ball, trying to save it to Davis, but it comes up in Baptist Prep's favor. Nice block as McBride tried to take that one up off the pass and had it swatted away by Davis. Now on the other end for the Rams. Treese's double team gives it down to Lloyd. Now Williams trying to come up with it, and I don't know if they're going to call that on the floor. It didn't really look like Williams was in the motion of a shot, and I think they're going to have him take it out on the baseline now. Oh, no, they are going to give him shots.
He did real good bringing that right arm around to make it look like he was going to push that layup through.
Yeah, Williams just got his right hand on it, and I think you're right. No, they are going to make him take it out down low. Not going to give him the shots. I think the freshman Williams was trying to con him into it.
The call seemed a little indecisive, but we finally got it figured out to resume play.
Lloyd off the inbound pass will bounce it off the glass and narrow the margin to 1 as the Rams trail 30-29. Lloyd now with 5 points here in this quarter. He's tied up with McBride, leading all scorers. Trying to feed that one in to Singleton, had it swatted away. It comes up in the Rams' favor. Treese leads it with Schallenbarger. Lloyd setting up in the high post. Got the defense to bite just enough to get a nice look for Treese on the baseline. And not only will he hit that, he'll go to the free throw line for an and one opportunity.
Jonah Treese sees what Baptist Prep's been up to, putting it right up there at the rim. He says, let me do that, and he went from the line.
7 points here tonight for Jonah Treese, his second trip to the free throw line where he is 1 for 2. My math is correct here, and that free throw shot is off the mark. I believe that's 7 for 17 for the ball game for the Rams from the charity stripe. So not a very good average from the free throw line, and you know, coach is not going to be happy about that.
And you have to remember, most of those misses came from the first quarter. They got sent to the line a lot, and they just could not convert.
McBride rather, hitting a three-pointer, his third of the night. 7 points here in the quarter for McBride. Give him 18 for the ball game, and he gives his Eagles a 2-point lead. 3-point shot coming from Treese, and he'll answer it. Jonah Treese with 7 points here in the quarter. He's got 10 for the game.
Now, we questioned how these offenses would run coming out of the quarter, but it doesn't look like they've slowed down at all. In fact, that break seems to only help them energize.
Both teams coming out, putting up quite a few more shots, getting a little bit more daring with some of their passes and some of their attempts. Loose ball. Treese is able to somehow hang on to that. He'll put it up strong, and he'll go back to the free throw line for another and one look. What grip strength to hang on to that in traffic.
Very impressive finishing early on in this game.
So look at that three-pointer he nailed moments ago. Give him the old-fashioned three-pointer this time. 10 points in the quarter for him.
And he'll draw his percentage back up to 50% from the line.
We're going to get a timeout from Coach Brian Ross of the Baptist Prep Eagles. And it is going to be a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. Your score 37-30 again in the third quarter. Isaac McBride leading the way for the Baptist Prep Eagles, and Jonah Treese now chiming in for the Paragould Rams. He's got 13 points.
And that Paragould offense, like I mentioned, Baptist Prep really taking that advantage early in the second quarter. Paragould's been able to swing it the other way, being up by 4 since they were tied at half.
See a couple of three-pointers there from Cade Lloyd as he's been doing work tonight. He's got 1 three-pointer here in the third quarter, giving 4 for the ball game. And 14 total points on the night. His team up by 4 here, 37-33. It's been a back-and-forth ball game since the two teams went into the locker room tied at 22 at halftime. And Trying to see. Oh, they blew the play dead because the time on the game clock had disappeared. The scoreboard was reading triple zeros again, and now they've got it reset. 3:26 left to play in the third.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but Paragould has come out and scored 15 points in the third quarter already with 3 minutes left in this.
That's correct. McBride at the top of the key working against Lloyd. He goes behind his back, and now he'll work it back outside for McBride. Nice open look for McBride. Can't get it. Followed his shot. Got his own board and has his putback swatted away. Another offensive rebound, and Baptist Prep will go back to the free throw line for an and one as Brooks Spoon is there to clean up the glass like Windex. Gets his two-pointer to fall. And again, we'll get a free look to make it a one-point ball game.
And McBride made sure not to give up on that play. He sprinted in there, got his own rebound, and while he didn't end up being the one putting up the 2 points, he did good to make sure that stayed their possession.
So Spoon can't get his and one to fall. He does have 7 points in the ball game. But missing on that, the game remains a 2-point deficit. Spinning in the paint is Caden Lloyd, and he's going to get called for the travel. Hard to pull off that spin move, especially in traffic, without taking more steps than you're supposed to. 2:40 left to play in the third. It's a 2-point ball game. Eagles trailing, but they have the basketball. McBride driving, pulling up, trying to get that foul with the body control. Can't get it, but another offensive rebound for the Eagles. Josh Booker coming in for his 4th point of the night. Tied it back up at 37. There's Davis leading it with Lloyd. 3-point look. Just short. Didn't quite have enough underneath that. And call is going to go against Paragould. I'm not sure what the call was. But nonetheless, it's Eagle basketball with 2:05 to play here in the third quarter. Again, went into the locker room. Tied at 22. At the halftime break now, tied at 37. Both teams keeping it even here in the third quarter. McBride with it, working to his left. Leaves it with Singleton, or Cobb rather.
But so far in this game, it looks like the bracket could not have made a better matchup between these teams, going blow for blow.
Been very good, and now it looked like a little inadvertent poke in the eye there as Davis grabbing his jersey, bringing it up to his face. Doesn't look too happy about that. The senior's got a scowl on his face. Prep is going to come up with the basketball with 1:15 left to play in the third. McBride with a wide open look on the baseline. He'll drop that one too easily. McBride now with 9 points here in the quarter. Give him 20 for the ball game. He is open this one, wide open for the Eagles here in the third. Lloyd lost it on the drive to the basket. Eagles come up with it. .45 seconds left. McBride from the free throw line. Another pull-up shot, no good. Schallenbarger comes down with a rebound. Paragould could hold it for the last look, but we haven't seen that yet through the first 2 quarters tonight. Lloyd on the baseline, 1-on-1. Defense collapses, and Lloyd will go to the free throw line. 30.5 seconds left to play.
As you mentioned earlier, McBride responsible for 20 of Baptist Prep's 39, making it more points that he scored than the rest of the team has combined.
Lloyd will hit his front end of this trip, giving him 6 points for the quarter, 15 for the game. And Lloyd rather, hit his second as well. So now 20 seconds left.
McBride taking this one up, and for good reason so far.
And it looks like they're just going to let him run an isolation play here for the final play of the third quarter. Working against Caden Lloyd behind his back. Pulls up inside the free throw line. No good. Lloyd coming down with the board. 5 seconds left. Pushes it ahead for Treese. Treese behind the three-point line. Off the mark. And the buzzer sounds. That's the end of the third quarter. And a close one as we're headed to the fourth between Baptist Prep and Paragould. All knotted up at 39. We're back with the fourth and final quarter of action after this here on Tubetown.
For your smartphones, tablets, phablets. For the browsers you carry in your trousers. Wowzers! For your big screens and small screens, short screens and tall screens, get speed that screams. From the top of your desk to the palm of your hand, it's the fastest internet speed in the land.
There's no end to your online possibilities with up to 100 meg internet speeds. If you're not getting your internet from Ritter, you should. Call 888-336-4466 today. Ritter Communications. Right by you.
Andy Manus and Jackson McCarty welcome you back to the Brooklyn Bearcat Gym. Fourth quarter between the Paragould Rams and the Baptist Prep Eagles, and we are all tied up at 39. It's been a very exciting game to be a part of here in the second game of our tournament coverage. Still 2 more games to come tonight, and the night is only getting more exciting as we go on.
Yeah, with how good this game has been, I can't say that there's any place I'd rather be than Bearcat Arena right now.
This game started off 10-5 and has been close ever since the end of that first quarter. Going into halftime, 22-22, and now headed to the fourth, tied up at 39 apiece. Eagles will start the fourth with the basketball. And they'll put up a shot that starts this fourth quarter up out on the right foot.
Collins able to finish a good one around the rim on that play.
On the other end, the Eagles will foul the shooter, and the Rams are going to head to the charity stripe where they have struggled. If you're just tuning in, they have not had their best performance at the free throw line tonight. This one from Treese, good. Treese, one of the better free throw shooters for the Rams this evening, now with 14 points in the ball game.
I was just about to mention, looking at this score, you wouldn't think anything on offense is really faltering.
Right, as Treese misses his second free throw on that attempt. Williams going for the steal, and now a numbers opportunity for the Eagles. Williams back on defense now, and it's 5-on-5 once again. Here's Collins on the go. Nice little left-handed shot will finish, and that's 4 points for Collins here in the fourth quarter and a 43-40 lead.
Both back up there at the rim like McBride did in the third quarter.
Yeah, Collins and McBride have been quite the duo to try to guard here tonight. Of course, McBride doing most of the damage in the second and third quarters. Still early here in the fourth, though, as the Eagles have a 3-point lead. Lloyd wide open behind the three-point line. Off the mark, and we haven't seen him miss many of those tonight. Surprised he missed that one. Here's the Eagles with a good look. Fast break opportunity. Three-point shot from the corner pocket. Good, and Javion Collins coming to life here in the fourth. He's got 7.
He's been reserved to a facilitative role through most of this game, but the fourth quarter's really been his to take.
Starting things off right. He's got all 7 of the Eagles' points here to start the fourth. Lloyd with it, trying to find Schallenbarger on the baseline with a bounce pass. Had it poked out of bounds. And it will stay here with the Rams. This has been a fun one to be a part of, and we certainly appreciate you guys. If you're just joining us, Baptist Prep and Paragould going at it. And Baptist Prep wants to call a timeout. Coach Brian Ross will take some time to talk things over with his team. 1 minute timeout. We'll take a break with them. 46-40. Baptist Prep leading Paragould here on Tubetown.
High-speed internet for every grown-up, grandparent, kid, teen, and in between. Ritter's got it. Every JPEG, MPEG, and GIF for the working mom or the working stiff, loaded in a GIF. Whether you're a blogger, gamer, or pixel tamer, don't be a slow-speed blamer. Don't waste your time waiting to load that page. Get Ritter high-speed internet. It's all the rage.
There's no end to your online possibilities with up to 100 meg internet speeds. Only from Ritter Communications, right by you.
Andy Manus and Jackson McCarty back here with you at Brooklyn Bearcat. Jim Paragould and the Baptist Prep Eagles in the fourth quarter. It's been a close one since the first. Right now it's a 6-point lead for the Baptist Prep Eagles. They've come out of the huddle to start the fourth quarter with 7 strong points from Javion Collins, the senior. Right now, Paragould, though, with a shot at the free throw line.
These 6 points that they're up by right now does not do this game justice. It's been such a trade of blows, and we saw them tied in the half, and we saw them tied in the third quarter. It's been extremely competitive so far.
I beg your pardon. I said that Paragould was at the free throw line, but they're actually going to be taking this one out down on the baseline. So Davis will take it out, gets it into Lloyd. Now to Schallenbarger, and now Williams at the top of the key will reset the offense for the Rams. But they're moving quickly. Schallenbarger on the baseline. Wild shot, no good. Here comes McBride up the floor for the Eagles. A chance to extend the lead. Collins with the hot hand, but he'll feed it inside. And a big-time travel there is, not sure who that was with the basketball. Was it James Singleton? It tried to take a little Euro step in the paint there, but ran right into 2 defenders.
And it looked like when he went up, he almost lost the ball, thinking that he could take it and take his 2 steps again, but the refs didn't see it the same way.
Yeah, the 2 defenders bumped him off his spot and kind of got him a little miscombobulated there. So does turn it over. Rams have a chance to score some points. Their first, other than the 1 point at the free throw line by Jonah Treese here in the fourth quarter. Treese with it now, out near the Bearcat logo. Trying to find a suitable switch here. Now Caden Lloyd for 3. Got enough under that one, and Lloyd with his 5th three-pointer of the night. Give him 19 points.
That is what we're used to seeing from Caden Lloyd. He has been it's almost like he's shooting layups from that spot at this point. He's, 4 for 5? 5 for 6, I believe, actually. He's been one to watch from the stripe.
His last couple have looked a little flat, but that one had plenty of legs underneath him, so maybe a timeout was all he needed to catch his breath and regain some energy. Now a nice little turnaround hook down low, off the mark from James Singleton, and the Rams will come up with a rebound. Under 5 left to play in the fourth. Paragould trailing by 3. Davis working to the left off of a screen, trying to find once again a suitable matchup. There's Schallenbarger working off of the pivot, and they are going to get Baptist Prep with a reach-in foul. Their 6th team foul here in the second half, so one more is going to put Paragould at the free throw line for the rest of the ball game. And there is still a lot of ball game left to be played here tonight.
And with such a close game, you can't afford to be in that kind of position.
Nathan Davis from the corner pocket knocks that one down, and we're all tied up once again at 46. First three-pointer for Davis from the night. That's his first field goal. He only had 2 points. They were both from the free throw line. Javion Collins with it now. We'll leave it over for Josh Booker. He's working against Williams. Here's McBride working off the screen. 3-point shot. Gets it to fall. Isaac McBride shooting lights out here tonight. 23 points. Jackson, we commented on him earlier in the night. That pretty stroke, he was just pulling up from 10, 15 feet. Just wasn't getting them to fall, but he's got his shot falling tonight now.
He's definitely changed the tides and made sure that the defense knows who to watch.
And on the Rams end of the court, Nathan Davis getting the body control foul on his shot. And now he'll get a chance to go to the free throw line for an old-fashioned three-point play. Chance to tie it back up, and Coach Brian Ross is giving the referees an earful here. Take another look at the replay as Davis leans into the defender and then with the fadeaway off the glass. What a great look from Davis. And once again. He just hit that three-pointer moments ago. 5 points in the corner, trying to make it 6. This one will tie it up.
But keep in mind, he was one of the Paragould Rams players that was having issues with free throws early in this game.
That 2 for 4 he finished the first half with, and he'll hit that one. 3 for 5 now, 6 points here in the fourth quarter for Nathan Davis, the senior. All knotted up at 49. Isaac McBride trying to break the tie with a 3. Singleton with the rebound. McBride with the putback. Doesn't get it. Another offensive board. And finally on the fourth look, James Singleton will get it to fall for his 6th point of the night.
And that ferocity and that tenacity under the rim came out handy for him. He finally puts it up after numerous grabs. White coach.
And we are going to get a tech called on prep coach Brian Ross after that basket, so that will put the Rams at the free throw line for a technical foul. And Coach Ross was voicing some displeasure on that Nathan Davis foul, or excuse me, that Nash Davis. I apologize, got his name wrong there, Nash Davis. Coach Ross a little upset on that Nash Davis foul moments ago, was kind of giving the referee an earful, and finally the referee, I think, had just had enough of it. And so with that, Prep will tie it up. Or excuse me, the Rams will tie it up, rather.
And with 3 minutes left in this game, neither team has really pulled away from one another.
And that foul could be crucial as it tied it back up at 51. Schallenbarger on the left elbow working off the screen. Pick and roll wasn't there, so now they got to back out and try again. Williams now on the right side of the lane. He's going to drive. Shot in traffic, no good. Fighting for the rebound. Eagles come up with it. Here's McBride driving in the lane. Shot from the free throw line, no good. Schallenbarger comes down with the board. 3 minutes left to play.
And that shot's usually something that McBride can convert on, but apparently there were too many bodies underneath it.
Lloyd thought about that three-pointer, but he pulls it down. Nash Davis trying to find Schallenbarger on the right wing with a little bounce pass, but it'll go off of a Prep player and out of bounds. Nice little left-handed shot. We'll start the fourth with the basket. Davis going to hold on to it till Collins comes to guard him with 2:30 left to play here in the fourth. Again, all tied up at 51. Three-point shot from Treese. Quick shot will fall, and the Rams are back on top by 3.
And credit to the Paragould big men for being able to take it from the arc.
4 points for Treese here in the fourth quarter. Give him 17 for the game. Collins left wide open to answer. Misses his opportunity. 54-51 with 2 minutes left to play. And now here comes the full court press, or half court trap rather, from the Eagles. And Davis has got to get it across the... I was going to say, Davis had to get it across the half court line before the count ran up. And wisely, Coach Lindsey's going to call a timeout.
But what we've seen from Paragould most of this game is they run the same 5 key figures in their offense. And late in this game, when they're very close, that might come as an issue because they're so tired from playing most of the minutes from this team.
We're going to take a quick timeout alongside with them. 54-51 is your score. The Rams leading Baptist Prep. Working off of the pivot here tonight.
And with such a close game, you can't afford to be in that kind of position.
Nathan Davis not falling tonight.
Until you've seen how fast it really is, some people's reaction to Ritter's 100 megabit internet might be like, 100 mega, huh? Here's how we describe it. Mega beautiful, mega fast, mega blast, mega party, mega Ritter. There's no end to your online possibilities with up to 100 meg internet speeds. In a word, that means mega fun. If you're not getting your high-speed internet from Ritter, you should. Call 888-336-4466 today. Only from Ritter Communications. Right by you.
Andy Maness and Jackson McCarty back here with you at Brooklyn Bearcat Gym. 1:55 left to play here in the fourth quarter between Paragould and Baptist Prep. The Rams with a 3-point lead, 54-51, and they've got possession of the basketball. Half-court trap defense coming from the Eagles. They got to turn up the pressure here in the last couple of minutes of the ball game, and they do. They force a turnover, and there's McBride with a little fingertip dunk, and he brings the team to within one.
These teams are trying to make it hard to beat. It's going to be some of the most electrifying action all this tournament.
Williams saving that one from going back court, had a dribble, and now he'll give it up, and they work it around for Lloyd right here in front of our broadcast position. 1:17 left to play. Paragould just got to hang on to the ball, and they give it up. Driving to the basket, they give it up, and it's the Eagles' ball. Here's McBride, trailing by one, working to the right off the screen. Leaves it with Collins, now McBride with it on the far sideline. Another screen, and a timeout from Coach Ross with 57.9 seconds left to play here in the ball game. Prep trailing by one. This has been a fun one to be a part of, folks, and we're certainly glad you're joining us here on Tubetown. We'll step aside for another quick timeout, and we're back with the final minute of this ball game right after this.
For your smartphones, tablets, phablets. For the browsers you carry in your trousers. Wowzers! For your big screens and small screens, short screens and tall screens, get speed that screams. From the top of your desk to the palm of your hand, it's the fastest internet speed in the land.
There's no end to your online possibilities with up to 100 meg internet speeds. If you're not getting your internet from Ritter, you should. Call 888-336-4466 today. Ritter Communications. Right by you.
Back here at Bearcat Arena, Andy Maness and Jackson McCarty. 54-53 is your score. Paragould leading the Baptist Prep Eagles by one with under a minute left to play, but it's Prep basketball. Coach Brian Ross wanted to call a timeout and talk some things over. Paragould had a chance to kind of seal the game, maybe run some time off of the clock, but they coughed it up there.
And no matter who comes out with the victory in this one, this is going to be one of the more memorable games of the tournament because just of how good these offenses have looked.
Yeah, tied at the end of the second and third quarter, 22-22 and 39-39. And now here, teams separated by just 1 point. Prep basketball, they'll take it out on the far sideline. Press defense coming from the Rams, but the Eagles are able to get it in with 53 seconds remaining. Collins with it for Prep. Paragould nearly coming up with a turnover there, but now it's Isaac McBride with it. He has been an electric scorer tonight for the Eagles. McBride guarded by Lloyd. He's going to drive. Shot from just inside the free throw line. No good, but he will come down with his own rebound. A long rebound, and the Eagles are able to haul it in. Collins with it now, working to his left. Kaufman now over to Roberts, who will give it back to McBride. 20 seconds remaining. The Eagles could hold for the last shot. McBride working off the screen, spinning, hopping in the paint. Shot goes up and good. And McBride not only hits the layup in traffic, but he'll go to the free throw line as well.
And there's a reason that the Baptist Prep wanted the ball in his hands. 27 tonight, trying to make it 28. He has been the player to watch by far.
First one is up, or the and one rather is up and good. And now it is 56-54, a 2-point ball game. 13 seconds remain for the Paragould Rams and Coach Ben Lindsay to try to put something together here. Got to try to find, I think, one of your hottest hands of the night, and that's Caden Lloyd. He has been knocking down three-pointers, and I would be very surprised if they don't try to get him an open look.
Caden Lloyd or Jonah Treese, both have been very proficient, especially since the second half started. They have been kind of taking this offense in their way. But just as aware as we are, Baptist Prep's going to be very aware of who has the hot hand and who they have to guard extra hard.
Of course, Caden Lloyd not the only one that Prep has got to worry about, as Jonah Treese has very much come alive in the second quarter. Had a big third quarter where he scored 10 points. He's got 4 here in the fourth quarter and give him 17 for the ball game. So between Treese and Lloyd, Prep is going to have their work cut out for them to try to guard against the three-point shot here.
We might just be looking at overtime, because if they just get a 2-up, that's exactly where we're going.
Had an overtime game here last night as well. Could have another one in the tournament again today. 13.7 seconds left for the Rams. They trail by 2, 56-54. Schallenbarger brings it up the floor for the Rams. He's going to drive to the basket, off the defender. Shot goes up and falls. 5 seconds remaining. Eagles got to get it inbounds. 2 seconds left. 1 second at the buzzer. 3-point shot off the board. No good. And we are going into overtime. Jackson just called it.
It just about looked like that one went in. He was remarkably on target for that.
Yeah, he didn't miss it by much, but nonetheless, free basketball coming up between the Prep Eagles and the Paragould Rams. We'll take a quick break and come back with that overtime period. The Rams and Eagles tied at 56 here on Tubetown.
Introducing Ritter's new whole home DVR solution, the better way to watch TV. Record up to 6 of your favorite programs at the same time. And watch them in up to 5 different rooms throughout your home. Manage your recordings, set parental controls, and more from your smartphone or tablet from the free Follow Me TV app. The best part, equipment starts at only $25 per month when added to an existing TV package. We just revolutionized the way you watch TV. Ritter Communications, right by you.
Manus and Jackson McCarty back here with you for the first overtime period between the Baptist Prep Eagles and the Paragould Rams. Quite an exciting game we had. It was 10-5 after the first quarter. Paragould leading Baptist Prep, but the Eagles made a 17-12 run in the second quarter to tie it up in the locker room at halftime, 22-22. And they have kept it close ever since, 39-39 at the end of the third. And here we are, 56-56 after 4 quarters.
And this game has definitely given fans a reason to stay in their seats. No bathroom breaks in this last part.
Without a doubt. And, of course, Wynn and Marion coming up next, followed by Nettleton and Harbor. And here's the tip-off for overtime. And the Eagles are going to win the tip. Three-point shot on the way, a bit too strong. And the Rams will come down with the rebound, take it back their way. Schallenbarger, Davis, Williams, Lloyd, and Treese out on the floor for the Rams. Singleton, Roberts, Collins, McBride, and Booker out on the floor for the Eagles. Scratch that, make that Kaufman instead of Booker. McBride with it right now for the Eagles. Gives it up to Collins. Baseline drive. Too easy for Javion Collins.
One half of the Baptist Prep front court has been very, very prolific early on.
By my count, 9 points for Collins after that. Lloyd on the baseline gives it up to Davis. Nobody moving around right now for this Rams offense, but they don't have to. Turnaround shot for Schallenbarger falls, and it's tied up again.
This game continues to go tick for tack.
Ten points for Schallenbarger. That shot off the mark. Williams now trapped in the corner. Gets it away to Lloyd. And now with 2:20, still tied at 58, the Rams bring it back up the floor. Collins is going to come out to guard Davis. Now they'll switch. Trying to figure out what kind of game plan the Rams want to run here, but nobody's really moving around too much.
With it tied up, they feel free to use as much of the clock as they have to.
How about that nice little nifty drive from Nash Davis, finishing underneath with his left hand. 10 points in the ball game for Davis.
Nash just about broke up that pass and sent it back Paragould's way.
A minute 35 left to play. Paragould now leading by 2. 60-58. Kaufman with it, working to the left. Roberts picking up his dribble, leaving it with Kaufman. Now he's trapped on the baseline. Had to pick up his dribble, ran into trouble. Gives it up to Roberts and somehow puts that shot up and in off balance.
Put it right into his hands, especially with that defender on top of him. That was exactly where it had to be, and it ended up being another two for Baptist Prep.
And how about that? Another nifty move on the other end by Jonah Treese. Said anything you can do, I can do better. 19 points for Treese now. Three-pointer too strong off the mark for McBride. He'll get another look at it. Won't miss that one. 31 points for McBride. 63-62 with 35 seconds remaining. Davis thought about driving baseline, gives it off to Lloyd. Lloyd's three-point shot no good, and with 25 seconds left, the Eagles lead by one. I'll say, Paragould has got to start thinking about fouling, and quickly they've still got a ways to go before they get to the bonus. They've got to foul three more times before they put the Eagles at the free throw line, and with 20 seconds remaining, that's kind of an eternity. Baseline drive for McBride. He'll kiss that one off the glass, and now the Rams trail by 3. Eagles up 65-62, 10 seconds remaining. Here's Treese. Picks up his dribble, calls timeout right here in front of the Paragould bench, and with 8.2 seconds left, the Prep Eagles could have sealed the deal with that last basket. We're going to take a quick timeout. We're back with the final seconds of this one right after this.
Until you've seen how fast it really is, some people's reaction to Ritter's 100 megabit internet might be like, 100 mega, huh? Here's how we describe it. Mega beautiful, mega fast, mega blast, mega party, mega Ritter. There's no end to your online possibilities with up to 100 meg internet speeds. In a word, that means mega fun. If you're not getting your high-speed internet from Ritter, you should. Call 888-336-4466 today. Only from Ritter Communications. Right by you.
Welcome you back to Bearcat Arena. Andy Maness and Jackson McCarty sitting courtside here in the first overtime period between Baptist Prep and the Paragould Rams. The Eagles lead the Rams 65-62 with about 15 seconds remaining here in the overtime period. Actually, there's a little bit less than that. I think there's about 6 seconds left. I have to see when they put the game time back on the clock, but either way, time waning down for the Rams, and only got short amount of time to do it. 8.2 seconds you see there on the game clock now. So,
and they have to shoot it beyond the arc if they want to see any more action in this tournament.
Well, you called it during the commercial break. Caden Lloyd, corner pocket three. Let's see if Coach Ben Lindsay of the Rams sees it the same way. Lloyd has had the hot hand behind the three-point line for much of tonight. And another timeout called by Coach Lindsay. He wants to talk some more things over, did not like what he saw. 65-62, they're going to take a full timeout, so we're going to go ahead and take another quick timeout with them. We're back with more from Bearcat Arena after this.
Kick off the holiday season on Tubetown. Hubbard and Hope Furniture present live coverage of the 2017 Greater Blytheville Area Chamber of Commerce Christmas Parade. Tune in December 7th at 6:30 p.m. and watch the parade live on Tubetown Channel 21 or on the Tubetown Facebook page. Don't miss the exclusive coverage of the 2017 Greater Blytheville Area Chamber of Commerce Christmas Parade presented by Hubbard and Hope Furniture and sponsored in part by these local businesses.
Andy Maness and Jackson McCarty back here with you at Bearcat Arena. Thank you so much for joining us on this Friday evening. Spending a little time here on Tubetown. 65-62 is your score. We're in the first overtime period with 8.2 seconds remaining. Baptist Prep leading Paragould 65-62. Paragould basketball got one chance to try to tie this one up.
I feel bad for whichever game has to follow this one up. This has got the crowd at an all-time high so far tonight.
Long pass, gets it into Jonah Treese. Treese with 6 seconds left on the far sideline. Has his pocket picked by McBride, and McBride with a full head of steam towards the basket will get pushed from behind with 2 seconds left, and that should seal the deal for the Baptist Prep Eagles.
All it takes his one from McBride from the line.
And they won't even get to go to the free throw line, as even though it was a clear path foul, only 5 team fouls for the Rams here. And I think we got a timeout called by the Eagles. And they want to call a full timeout. We're going to take it with them, 65-62. We're back with the final seconds of this one after this.
Introducing Ritter Home Security. Ritter takes care of protecting what's most important to you, from threats like unwelcome visitors and fire, to making your life easier by putting the control of your home at your fingertips. Use the free app to shut the garage, lock the door, turn off lights, arm the system, and more. You can even turn back the thermostat to help save money on your energy bill. Plus, get a snapshot when your kids get home. It's smart, beautiful, convenient, and ready for your busy life. Ritter Home Security. Introducing Ritter Home Security. Ritter takes care of protecting what's most important to you, from threats like unwelcome visitors and fire, to making your life easier by putting the control of your home at your fingertips. Use the free app to shut the garage, lock the door, turn off lights, arm the system, and more. You can even turn back the thermostat to help save money on your energy bill. Plus, get a snapshot when your kids get home. It's smart, beautiful, convenient, and ready for your busy life. Ritter Home Security.
Final 2 seconds of overtime here with Baptist Prep and Paragould, and the Eagles will come away with a win in overtime, beating the Paragould Rams by 3, 65-62. Again, the final score. And folks, this one was a heck of a one to be a part of. Andy Manis and Jackson McCarty here with you at courtside. And Jackson, this was a lot of fun, back and forth the entire way after that first quarter.
High energy, and the game only progressed as it got farther along. Like we mentioned earlier, 10-5 in the first quarter, and it ends up being 65-62. That's a far cry from what we assumed it was going to be.
Definitely, I think player of the game honors are going to go to Isaac McBride. He finished tonight with 31 points. Quite the outburst of scoring in the second and third quarter. And then, of course, was able to finish things off with a couple of steals on defense. And then, of course, the final basket of the night to seal the deal here for the Eagles. So, again, the final score, 65-62. Isaac McBride, the leading scorer tonight, 31 points. Don't forget about Jonah Treese for the Paragould Rams. He finished with 19. Caden Lloyd finishing with 19 points as well. So definitely don't want to discount anything that the Paragould Rams did at all.
Absolutely. It was a hard-fought effort, and just unfortunately one team had to lose.
Still 2 games on the docket this evening. Wynn versus Marion and Nettleton versus Harbor. The Yellow Jackets facing the Patriots. That one is coming up next. Make sure you stay tuned here on Tubetown and the Tubetown Facebook page for that game. We're back with more action from Bearcat Arena after this. Make that Kaufman instead of Booker. McBride with it right now for the Eagles.